Hey guys, I'm Alex.
And I'm Evan.
And we're wasting time with XCOM 2.
Indeed.
So I'm taking. I wanted to take a little break from Darkest Dungeon this week. I know a lot of you guys like that, but I've been playing a lot of XCOM 2 this week, and I kind of felt like XCOM 2 probably has a lot of the same kind of things about it that you guys enjoy about Darkest Dungeon from us.
Yeah, and you know, Lobotomy Corp. Welcome to Lobotomy Corp Part 101.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So I figured for fun, you know, we would do a little of this and we'd see if anyone likes it. If not, like, no worries.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll keep doing Darkest Dungeon, you know, regardless. But it'd be fun if we had like something we could rotate to.
Yeah.
On occasion. Anyway, so we're gonna play a little XCOM 2. So we are going to turn on the tutorial because
it's cool.
It actually is cool and has like narrative, and it'll save me. It's neat because they work like the gameplay explanation stuff into the story.
I always like that.
Yeah, so that'll save me from having to explain a lot of the basic stuff about the game to you,
right?
Which helps. And then I'm gonna turn on the option that takes the clock off a little bit, or that extends because the game is on a timer, which I dislike. So this extends it a bit.
You know, this model here in the foreground, it always makes me think. There's a lot of, particularly in like military shootery things, characters will wear uniforms with about like 20 different pouches on them, and then use about one of them or two of them. And I'm just thinking, oh, I wonder what's in the third one on the right on his fanny pack thing. Yeah.
Well, there's actually a reason for why she looks like that.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good one, but I mean, I'll get into that.
All right.
We're also gonna put this on easy mode because. I normally don't, but XCOM is fucking brutal. Like even on normal, even on normal mode, and I have no shame in that. And also, we're changing this. You don't need to worry about that. So here we go. So basics about XCOM is that XCOM games are always about this race of aliens like invading the planet. And the XCOM organization is sort of like a
too much security,
Men in Black.
even for Advent.
Kind of, yeah. They're like an organization that's not aligned with any particular like nation.
Where they're leading us
They're like
trap.
their own
Really
thing who's
obvious trap.
dedicated to like fighting off
We've made an army
extraterrestrial
to
like
march
threats.
there right now.
So that's what the first game is about. This game is about well. That's what the whole series is about, and then they made XCOM, the one for the PlayStation and that generation of consoles, which was sort of a reboot of the series for modern systems. And that was about that, essentially. Aliens invade, XCOM steps in and fights them off. This game takes the avenue where XCOM was unsuccessful in fighting off the invasion. So the aliens occupied Earth, instated kind of like an Orwellian sort of like dictatorship where they keep the populace happy with bread and circuses.
Okay.
But you know they're really like secretly oppressing everybody. And so now XCOM is fighting like a guerrilla war.
Okay, that sounds more fun.
It's actually quite fun. I mean, I think this is generally the better of the two games. Oh, and also the other kind of big deal is that the guy in the suit right there, that is your character from the first game.
Oh, okay.
You're sort of like the faceless commander.
Right.
But in XCOM 2, since the Resistance failed, they captured you, stuck you in the jar, and now they make now they use your like amazing strategic brain to like help run all their like their defense stuff.
Outrider, report.
Oh.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
So,
Are you sure?
is that
Reapers are always sure.
I'll
strategy
take your
brain
word
guy?
for it. Cover your
The
tracks.
guy in the jar is.
Okay,
That's the commander.
I was
So
gonna
that's-
say, like, I guess they didn't just take the
Understood.
brain; they took the whole thing.
Well, they took the whole body and stuck it in there.
Yeah.
And they're using the commander's brain.
Yeah, I mean, extracting brain. You might as well just stick the whole body in the
Well,
tube.
if they extracted the brain, then we wouldn't be able to rescue him.
Yeah,
is
that's
the
true.
is the problem.
Yeah, that's right.
Continues to build as city centers
So this is like the news, the propaganda news, where they're putting the alien occupation in a more positive light.
Yeah.
You know, Fox News, basically.
Of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity.
I like those
12
hieroglyph
gene
fonts.
therapy
Yeah,
clinics
right, they're
will be
cool.
opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Whenever I see a font like that, I want to decipher it. I want to figure out which one's A and B and C, and then write stuff.
I'm not actually sure if they had the follow through to come up with an actual like language.
Yeah.
I know that there is at least a couple of like alien language, like alien lines in this game. Sort of the equivalent of like Intaro and Dune, which
Yeah.
do not actually have translations, as far as I'm aware.
Why can't every fictional writer just be as crazy as Tolkien and actually make the whole like codex for the languages and the runes?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, even it like Blizzard didn't go through the process of like giving the Protoss like a fully realized language, as far as I know. But if you're gonna have your characters like yell out a bunch of gibberish, like why wouldn't you at least come up with, you know, a concrete meaning for what that
Well,
means?
I think at the very least, Entaro blank is like something, although I forget what it is.
No, but that's what I mean. That like Blizzard did that right. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
They what they have come up with, they use
Yeah.
consistently. So it's just kind of weird that in this game they didn't even follow through that much.
Yeah.
Although I do like XCOM. Don't get me wrong. That's just kind of a weird like outlier thing for me.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused.
So this
Okay,
is,
so this is the checkpoint to make sure nobody's an alien or something?
well, it's to make sure that everybody is like supposed to be there.
Oh,
Because
okay.
everything is strictly regulated in this society,
Right.
under the aliens' rule.
Oh, so they're like
they-
shadow rulers, kind of.
Well, they have like the genetic records of dissidents, so they want to make sure that like no known members of XCOM,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
are rolling around. So,
It's just strange because everybody looks human. I thought the aliens...
well, they are. Well, these guys, the Advent soldiers, they actually don't look very human underneath the helmet.
Oh,
But the parts you can see look human, and the aliens did that specifically to make them seem more approachable.
right.
You know, they're
to
trying.
be more in the back,
Yeah,
like
they're
behind the
they're trying to rule with like sort of a gentle hand.
Yeah, okay.
Although they actually are doing evil shit behind the scenes, but they're trying to keep the populace docile.
Which, I mean,
No, it's a smart way to do it.
yeah.
And there's like gene therapy and like low key like mind control and whatnot going on
Okay.
to aid with that.
I dig it.
So this is the day that XCOM is trying to liberate the commander.
Advent forces are swarming to the blast point. We need to move on the package before they figure out what we're up to.
And that's what we're going to be playing through
Okay.
for the tutorial. There is an entirely separate scenario to play through if you do not do the tutorial. But like I said, like
If the tutorial has story, like, why not?
I prefer, yeah, the Operation Gate Crash, the other scenario doesn't really have any story to it.
That fountain with the big black cube is my favorite set piece in this
There's a lot of really cool stuff.
place.
Better than nothing. But see if you can't find a safe
It looks very
position
Mirror's
for
Edge that.
So they're trying to explain to me here that XCOM is all about cover. If you're not in cover, you're going to die.
Just like in real life.
Just like in real life, yeah.
Keep pace with crash
XCOM is very strategic. It's not very forgiving. That's why, like, unless you're doing Iron Man, like, save scumming is kind of a necessity
Yeah.
for the tougher missions.
Stay out of sight until we're ready to strike.
Copy that.
XCOM 2 adds a bit of stealth to the game,
Okay.
where you start a lot of missions concealed. It doesn't last very long, but because I mean, eventually someone's going to see you, or eventually
Yeah.
some asshole citizen is going to see you and telepathically report your presence to the authorities.
Right.
Which is fucking bullshit, and I think literally everybody hates that.
Can you get in the water, by the way?
You can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There are very few set pieces that you can't go through.
They'll be spotted
Alright,
for sure and we'll
Yeah,
lose our
there's not really like terrain like difficult terrain or anything like in most kinds of like turn-based strategy games.
Right.
It's pretty much like you can walk there or you can't.
They may have the numbers.
And there are things that affect. There are
Hopefully
there are armors later on that let you like hover, and there's an armor with like a grappling hook on it that lets you like scale buildings and stuff.
Okay.
The first game had a really cool thing, which I'm sad they took out, where they had like a gene, like they're like modifying like lab, where you could give your soldiers like super jump abilities and stuff. But you can't do that in here, and I don't believe anyone modded it back in, which is a shame because I loved having my snipers with super jumping, because they could like leap to the top of a building
and then just rain down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So the red is the area you will be spotted.
Yeah, if I walk through these areas, they'll see me, and like you can't really control the exact path that your guy will take to get to a given square.
I see.
So that makes this insanely frustrating sometimes.
I mean, your position seems good. Like I'd shoot from here if
Well,
if I was in real life.
That's actually what they're telling me to do. I mean, if I was playing this legitimately, I'd probably try to like sneak around here.
Oh.
Because I don't have a time limit right here, so I would try to flank him. I'd send one guy this way.
Okay.
I'd send the girl this way.
I mean, I'd have the girl up on the high ground like the guy, but it's the same base.
Yeah, but they want you to play this a specific way, so I actually can't move him. So
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna take, and this is a 68% shot. Like, there's no fucking way I would try that unless it was my only option. Like, you lose nothing by taking one turn to set up. But
I see. Oh, okay.
but this is mostly scripted, so it's fine. Although it does frustrate me that they force me to play like a less optimal way.
I mean, that's cool. Like, that guy isn't even hiding. You
Yeah.
just take him out.
Enemies always get a free move when they become like combat active.
Right.
So yeah, most of the time we'll take the opportunity to kind of like get in cover.
So is it always move and shoot, or can you shoot first and then move?
It's move and shoot. Shooting usually ends your turn. There are abilities you can get to let you change things up, and like snipers have the gunslinger ability, which lets them like fire their pistol first.
Okay.
Without ending their turn, stuff like that. There's a lot of things of that nature.
By the way, I don't know how the hell that shot you just took was a 63%.
Yeah, it was right there.
That should have been about 120%.
He was still getting.
Oh no, you're dead.
He was still getting the benefits of the cover. And yeah, Crasher 2 just died.
Was it? And that was supposed to happen.
That's supposed to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, like that's why like I would not have done that.
Hey, at least the black guy didn't die first.
Yeah. But that's a shame because I do like the Gatecrasher duo, and yeah, this is not a good mission for them. See, even here, that's only like an 82%.
That's 100% in real life.
I mean, they're squatties, and squatties suck.
Yeah.
Squatty is like the lowest ranked armed soldier in this game, and yeah, they have shit stats. So the beginning of XCOM is always like kind of tedious because you got to angle.
Is that the girl?
I believe so.
She actually not dead. She like.
Oh no!
Oh damn it!
That's the other. Oh, that's Bradford. All right. So this guy was like your mission control in like the first game.
Okay.
And in this game, he gets to pick up a gun and run in for this first mission, which is pretty neat.
Neat.
But yeah, no, the girl's dead. She's gone forever.
Boo.
You're late.
That's how XCOM tutorials work.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, see what I mean? So that's what that's what
okay.
they actually look like without the helmet.
They're us.
Yeah, the tutorial for the first XCOM game, like you have a 4-man team and they all die. They all have to die except for one of them.
Oh, okay.
Rumors. I just
They really want to impress upon you like how brutal the game can get.
Yeah.
But we find what we're looking
That's why like very few of the soldiers actually have identities because they're just faceless people. You're supposed to be encouraged to beat grind with them if you need to.
Yeah.
Of course you can't, because unlike in Darkest Dungeon, you do have like global like timers to worry about.
Okay. So now we're figuring out that the company with the genetic helix as its logo is evil.
Well, I mean, we already knew that.
Well, no, I mean
It's just the populace is.
Yeah. That's all right. Anytime there's a company, you know, like in fiction, there's just those companies where you know they're evil.
If they ever have the word like corp like attached to their name, they're probably bad guys.
Right? But like if their logo is like a genetic helix, or if it's like
or if it's like an evil like red color.
Yeah.
Like just Fiat.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, hiding behind cars is a famously terrible idea in this game because
yeah?
cars explode.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the cool things about this game is a lot of environmental stuff is actually destructible. So you can get really creative with how you solve like certain tactical situations.
Okay.
If guys are hiding inside a building, it is entirely possible to just shoot a rocket at the building, blow the wall up, blow up the wall, and then just unload at them because they're now exposed. And enemies will happily do that to you.
Okay.
There are aliens who will just like Kool-Aid Man like through a wall, and then you're just fucked if you were hoping that would save
Right.
you.
Reinforcements just hit the ground.
Yeah, I think most XCOM players have at least one story about how like they got creative with blowing up the terrain, like to give their sniper like the window they needed to like save the day.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So I'd put Osei in Overwatch,
Well done. Fall back to
and
our position.
that was just to show how it works.
Man, how did he hit that? That was only like a 23% shot.
It was actually it actually was really low because not only is his accuracy garbage as a squatty, but Overwatch gives you like a penalty on top of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Overwatch should give you a boost because they're not expecting you.
I mean, it would have been offset by how close they were to him.
Yeah.
Because distance is a factor.
Oh, so you can see how much damage you're gonna do too. Oh, but you missed.
Well, you get a range.
Oh, the white is the possible.
Well, it tells you down here. See, it's 3 to 5.
Okay.
So this guy, it would not kill this guy in one shot regardless because he has 1 health too many.
Okay.
But if there was like a guy with like 4 health, like it would be a decent shot of killing him.
Right.
Oops. So then they show me the other thing, which is the hacking.
You should be able to cut right
So you
through the
can
door's
hack
security
into
protocols.
certain
They were never expecting
things.
anyone to get this close.
I don't have to wait for the thing to finish. I had to wait for the spiel. So when you're hacking, there are always like extra wards you can pick.
Oh.
Some of them are better than other, but require a higher hacking skill.
Okay. Oh, so you can do guaranteed, or you can
Right.
can take a risk to get a prize.
I mean, these low key ones have no effect if they fail, so there's no problem. But there are some that are like really good, but they'll have things like everybody finds out you're there immediately, and
Right.
there's a concealment. So
That's cool. So can you pick? Oh no, it's telling you which one to get.
it's on me, yeah. But like 6 and 2, there's no way.
Right.
There's no way either of those would have gone through. I mean, yeah. I mean, Kelly's not a hacker.
Secure the package.
This film grain
Let's hope our
is like.
intel was good.
I always turn that off because my eyes can't not see the snow.
I didn't actually notice it until you pointed it out. But I mean,
you can't unsee.
I already like unsaw it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like XCOM has like a very distinct like style for its cutscenes, and I dig it.
It's just for me, like I'm the kind of person where I always have to turn film grain off, and I don't know. I guess I get why they do it, but
It's stylistically
Next time.
all right, we got the commander.
the package.
Yeah.
Everything in XCOM has a code name.
Okay.
Let's get
In fact, every single mission you do has a randomly generated operation name. So every single save file you come up with, like for a mid-mission thing, it will be like Operation Iron Monkey Fist.
Nearby for evac, but it's now or never, Central.
Understood. We're on the move.
The red guys, those are the special guys.
Those are the commanders, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no! Conseco.
Osei.
Yeah.
Central, pressure one is down.
So yeah, that thing you were saying about how the black guy didn't die, yeah. That's,
Ah, he didn't die first.
he didn't die first.
That's a win.
There will be others.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna show me right now that I can take my frag grenade and I can chuck that at the wall here.
Neat. Yeah, I just watched a.
And look, now there's an exit.
Works for me.
I forget the name of the movie, but it was a Tarantino-esque kind of thing, although he did not direct it.
Oh,
But it just reminded me that in movies and
Almost
shows and
there.
things,
Stay focused.
people often take cover behind things that would not stop a bullet.
yeah.
Like, if you're in a bar and someone's shooting you, or if you're in a restaurant, do not just like tip over a table and hide behind the table.
Are you telling me a wooden table would not stop a bullet?
Yeah,
Evan?
no, because no, it'll fuck you up. But you know, water actually will work really well.
Okay, well, what if it's like a glass table?
Get us out of here.
That's even worse. Then I think you get bullet and shrapnel.
But glass is bulletproof, probably,
Well,
right?
true, yeah, it could be. Bulletproof glass table. Now if I own a restaurant, I want that. Because then, if somebody tries to rob me,
If
I
you get
can
into
flip
it-
over the table, and they'll be like, "You idiot! Table's not gonna work," and then it will.
You're just praying for the one,
Yeah.
opportunity to justify the
Correct.
expense.
Yeah. Pretty much.
We're coming home.
But yeah, no, water. It turns out that water actually is a thing. Like, all those scenes where people jump in the water and everyone shoots their automatic weapons into the water, and you're like, there's no fucking way. He would get, like, fucked up under there. Water is, like, a hella good insulator against kinetic energy. And I think after, like, 3 feet or something, the bullet loses almost all of its speed and stuff, so...
Huh.
Water, yes. Table, no.
I see.
Is the moral of the story. Okay, so what's going on?
We managed to extract the commander.
But like the live wire there showed.
Yeah, that's a codex. That's like their alien computer thing who can also hold a gun.
Oh.
Which, I mean, if you're gonna build a computer thing, that's like the best kind of thing to build.
Is it like a hard light projection or like a physical robot?
I think it's like hard light because it's like
Okay.
made of energy, and if you hit it and you don't kill it, it'll split into two. Yeah. Which is a very nasty surprise the first time you find out about it.
Yeah, that sounds like it could get out of hand really quick.
Well, I believe they share, I believe, the health. That
Oh.
whatever. So if you knock it down to like 2 health, both copies will have 2 health.
Oh, okay.
So it shouldn't split up there a second time.
So like it can go to 1 and then it's dead.
Yeah.
And it can't split.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're like the
We were still calling it
like giving it like
back then.
like 1 damage hits or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had no idea what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion.
So those are the aliens.
Well, that's one of the aliens.
Okay.
See, one of the things that's interesting about XCOM is that the alien invaders they're conquerors, and when they take over a planet, they integrate that species into their ranks.
Oh.
So the aliens the aliens forces you're fighting are made up of races from a bunch of different planets.
Oh, it's like that progenitor race from Mass Effect.
Kind of, except they it's like they like conscript the actual people
Right.
into their ranks. So that particular alien that particular guy was one of the Thin Men, which are like infiltrators they created who can kind of look humanish, but they're actually like reptilian people.
Okay, yeah.
Response normal.
But I mean, it's sort of like I dig that because it's kind of like Rome, like ancient
Yeah,
Rome. In
that's
a way.
that's a good
Where it's like
analogy.
we're gonna come take you over,
Yeah.
but don't worry, we're gonna bring running water and like you're gonna be a citizen and it's fine.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Except the ethereals, I believe they're called, are not very benign at all.
Okay. But still, I mean, at least that would make me think about. All right, maybe I'll bow to my alien overlords, because then I'll get some cool space guns and like something.
I mean, Earth isn't like super bad off right now. Like they cured all diseases and everybody's well fed and everything.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's entertained. The problem is that they're doing that as a distraction while they while they secretly kidnap batches of humans and use them for devious purposes.
Right.
Good soldiers looking for you over the years.
Yeah. I mean, you could do worse in terms of a conquering force.
I mean, the plan they have is really fucking bad. So
Oh, okay.
it feels like Earth is particularly getting screwed.
Okay.
But the other races probably didn't have it so bad.
Yeah. They were probably like, shit, how are we gonna get food tomorrow?
Like Earthlings are apparently like a really good source of resources for these guys.
Well, Earth is always like the perfect planet.
Right.
What with our liquid water and
I'd go see Dr. Tigan.
nitrogen-rich atmosphere.
Well, humans are also a big deal because humans in XCOM have the potential to use psionic abilities.
Oh, okay.
It's like super latent, and in the original game you couldn't unlock it until you jacked a bunch of their technology.
Okay.
But I believe that's also part of it. Like they need that special bit of human gene because the ethereals all have psychic shit going on.
Okay. Alright, so now we're transitioning to Lobotomy Corp.
Capable of generating immense power.
Well,
completely harmless.
there actually is a bit of base management.
Or not yet.
Only the
No, that's what I
same
mean, because I know
for
that
the
there
rest
is
of
the
the
base
aliens.
manager. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting for it to get there.
Dr. Richard Tiger.
I just hadn't thought about that, but I mean, it doesn't have the abnormalities,
Right, of course.
but you do have to build like facilities inside your base.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's not a terrible analogy.
To my lab, such as it is.
I mean, I wish I could
I'm
just
not
like
sure
bring
what Central
fucking
may have told you, but
like
we
Gebra out and
found
Yeah.
have her go to town
while
on the
removing from alien
aliens.
stasis
Right.
suit, a device.
Man, somebody needs to
implanted
make
directly
like
in your
lobotomy
occipital
corp like
lobe.
mods for this game.
Had I access to the equipment
Like I can
available
I
to me
can
during
like
my
field like the
tenure
fucking
at
Doom
Advent,
guy
I would
and
know the
2B
precise nature of
and
its
Yeah.
function.
like
However,
any number of
given
like
time
Star
and
Wars
your
characters and
approval, of
whatnot, and
course,
Spider-Man. Like I
assure
want to be able to use like
I
Gebra
will find
as
out.
in my XCOM
Which
team.
brings
Yeah.
to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research.
Okay, so it's like build the base.
Yeah.
Farewell, Commander. On your order, Commander.
So research
I
is a
will
pretty
begin
big part
researching the
of
Advent
this
chip for
game.
possible
As you
insights as to its
as you
function.
defeat enemies, you know, you slowly jack bits and pieces of their tech,
Mm-hmm.
and you research it and learn how to integrate it into your own stuff.
Okay.
Because right now we're working with like real
I'll see
world,
that work
Yeah.
begins
like guns and art and
immediately.
we've got like automatic rifles and like Kevlar vests right now.
Yeah.
So
That
we got to
research
start
will
like
keep
you know
Tigan
upping
busy
our
for a
tech,
while.
our
In
tech.
the meantime,
game.
you
Oh, here it
take
is.
it down to
Here's the
armory.
Lobotomy Corporation.
Yep.
Commander, Jane Kelly was instrumental in the optic.
So they're just showing me that you know your guys'
She earned
experience, and
enough
then once you
experience for a
once you
promotion. We should take care of that now.
once they get enough experience, you can
The
promote them.
Ranger serves as our
What was that
primary
flag? Italy
reconnaissance
or
unit,
Mexico? I
capable
saw
of moving
red,
independently
green,
in
white.
concealment while
Wait, did I?
engaging enemies at close range.
I mean, every soldier has a randomly generated like nationality.
That's a pretty sick ass machete.
Yeah, right.
I want that. Like,
It's less of a machete and more of a sword.
what is that flag?
We're
I'm
off
not
to a
sure.
good start. Our
I think I can
troops will
check.
only get stronger
Mexico's
as they gain
horizontal, right?
experience.
It's not Mexico. Yeah.
It's Italy then.
I mean, I know enough
to
that
the
it's not
bridge.
Mexico.
Well, right. I was counting on you to know whether it was Mexico.
I can affirmatively say sí or no. If that's
Wait, I'm gonna Google Italian flag real quick.
Commander, give me a second. Execute Echelon Protocol.
Attention. Senior Command Exchange confirmed.
She's Italian, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
had wanted that to be a little more ceremonious, but we've got something. A local resistance cell just located this hybrid magnetic power converter that Shen's been pushing us to find. They tracked the device to a nearby Advent convoy and are attempting to take it down.
So we're actually on board like
We
a
can bring
fully
this
like functional
converter
like
back in one piece.
ship, like an
We
alien
might
ship.
actually get this place up and running.
Well, fully
Give
functional
the
is
aliens
jumping the gun a
real
bit
war
because
for a
it's not.
change.
It doesn't have the core we need to actually like
Squad
get
is
up and
prepped
fly.
and ready
Oh,
to
okay.
launch
So the
on
next
your
mission is
order,
going to be about
Commander.
going off and
Just
stealing a
give the
power
word.
source that we can use, and then we'll be fully functional, and it'll be you know cool because we can,
All right.
we can fly around and do
Oh,
shit.
there's your squad.
Yep.
Oh, you've got Widowmaker.
Yeah, every person will eventually get some kind of like nickname
Quaddy?
based on what they do.
Squaddy?
What?
Is her name
No, she is a squatty.
Oh! I thought it was like Squatty Kelly. Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
it goes like rookie and then squatty, and
Oh, okay.
the ranks go up. You know, that's like the military thing. But all the cutscenes made this run a little bit longer.
Yeah,
so
so I mean, let's do another one.
yeah, we'll do another video. So all right, we'll see you guys next video.
Next time.